Hi, my name is Nasonia DeBose, and this is my interpretation of the article that we had to discuss this week. This article was about 57 different peer-reviewed journals and how several different researchers use different manipulations to figure out a way to cause hypertrophy within the muscles, measuring it using MRIs, CTs, or ultrasounds. And when I say different manipulations, the article was broken up into different categories. Like, for instance, one category was intensity, another category was rest, volume, repetition, range of motion. All these different things play a factor in a role in how you can cause or if there is any muscle hypertrophy. And the key importance of this article was the fact that they were going to test this not with bodybuilders or weightlifters, but with normal people who aren't as active or who are active but just don't work at the same intensities as a bodybuilder or a weightlifter would. And that's important because the results that they got, that played a factor in how any or if any hypertrophy was determined or if none was. So, in one of those categories that really stuck out to me the most was the repetition category. And I felt like the researchers could have been more specific and they probably would have got a better outcome in their results. Because I remember one of the researchers had their group do 25 reps. And a lot of the participants quit because they could not continue to do it because they were becoming injured or they were tired. So one thing that I got after reading the article in its entirety is that I wish that some of the researchers would have been more specific, or we were giving more information about what they were. And when I say specifics, like what exercise they did. Some researchers were specific in saying what exercise they did to cause and to see if any hypertrophy was found. Some I wish would have been a little bit more, like when it came in the intensity and effort category. A lot of those researchers just manipulated the loads. For instance, one group would have a light load but a bunch of reps, and then another group who they were testing had a heavier load but lighter reps. I wish they would have said what exercise, because that also could have determined if hypertrophy was found. Because when we discussed it in Exercise Phys and in Adult Fitness, that the frequency should be between 4 to 6 weeks. And your intensity level should be between 60 to 75. So if those are your manipulations, then I feel like it should have been more details given to us of with this exercise, because that plays a part. And then also with the loads, it should stay between 8 to 12. And I feel like a lot of them were really inconsistent in keeping those reps within the qualifications to do muscular hypertrophy. And I feel like that's why majority of the categories in the article did not find any muscular hypertrophy, and the ones that did, they stayed within those ranges to work with that, and they were successful. Some said they were successful, but the evidence didn't prove that it was successful, so that was also interesting to see. But I would like to read more articles on this topic, because out of all the topics that we discussed, I feel like this one is one that I'm still a little foggy on. But I overall thought that the article was interesting, and I like to read more.